The last time I talked about Daniel Cameron, it was when I did a triple P on him last year when he lost that governor race against Andy Beshear for Kentucky. What I also didn't know at the time, and it would have been perfect if I did know to add that in, but I'll add that in right now, is that because he ran in that race, he also learned he lost his attorney general spot. So he was basically jobless for a little bit until now, because he has a new place of employment. And it says that according to this article from WLKY, he just became the CEO of something called the 1792 Exchange. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no clue what the 1792 Exchange was, but something just told me just on the year that it had something to do with a majority PC base. After all, this is who ass he kisses every single day when he gets out of bed in the morning, outside of kissing his wife, of course, who's PC, in case you were unaware. So he has this new job right here, and I'm gonna read this article so you can get an idea of what this 1792 exchange is. And trust me, when I tell you what it is, in case you don't know what it is already, it's not going to surprise you with the details. Daniel Cameron, former Kentucky Attorney General and gubernatorial candidate, has a new job. According to a news release, his new title is CEO. And when I heard that, because in the title of the article, it just said that he has a new title, and that's CEO. And I'm thinking, oh my God, who gave him a job as CEO? This guy was trying to run for governor and couldn't even win that. He lost by a wide margin, and now he's the CEO of some company. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, it's some backwards people out there in Kentucky. It says he'll be the highest ranking executive at the 1792 Exchange, a nonprofit organization that says it, quote, seeks to preserve freedom by partnering with allies to steer public companies back to neutral on divisive ideological issues. This, when I read that description, I said this has PC written all over it. Because you can always tell when something is concocted by them because of certain verbiage that they use and only they use. The tagline on their website says, engaging woke. There it is. Corporate leaders to help America's businesses to get back to business. And he's so proud of this role he has. And of course, the PC people who love him out there because he says all the right things are loving it as well. And some people, when I was looking in the comment section on his page, on his X account, they was like, huh? First off, some people didn't even know what this 1792 exchange thing was. Like I said, I didn't even know what it was until just now. And when I read the description and I look at him and I look at the people that support him and most likely put him in that position, I said it all makes sense now. Keep in mind, this guy was the same guy that did not properly prosecute the 3 cops that was involved with the murder of Breonna Taylor, but was all fine with allowing Kenneth Walker to be arrested and charged with some BS, which I'm glad an on-code individual in a high position by the name of Judge Olu Stevens dropped those bogus charges that should not have been there in the first place. This guy goes out of his way to be anti-black. Yes, I said it. In 2024, anybody can be anti-black, even those who are black identified themselves. This guy not only goes out to be anti-black, but he goes out his way not to be around any black people. All you got to do is look at the crowd he's around. He's always around a load of white people. Like, if you want an example, just look at the pictures that he took when he, I don't know if it was some kind of a function or maybe a baby shower or something like that. He was the only black person there. When he announced that, he had to concede to losing the race for the governorship, he was the only black person there. Well, he was only one of 2. The other black person that was there, I believe, was his mother, but that was it. I don't really count that because that's family support, but I'm talking outside of family. Like I said, this guy goes out of his way to be as distant as he can from black people. So it doesn't surprise me or anyone that he hangs in those circles. He's always around them and he exudes anti-blackness himself, even though he is a black man himself. This guy is literally the epitome of Tom from the Boondocks. He kind of looks like him too, kind of sounds like him when he talks as well. It's crazy. I'm telling you, Aaron McGruder knew exactly what he was doing when he created that show. It goes on to say, a news release from the nonprofit says it's best known for something called Spotlight Reports, which assesses the likelihood of a company to cancel customers, suppliers, or employers for their political or religious beliefs. Cameron, a Republican, was the first black attorney general elected in Kentucky. He served one term before he decided to run for governor against Democratic incumbent Andy Beshear, who beat him by a wide margin in November's general election. After losing the race, he also had to vacate his seat as attorney general. In the nonprofit news release, they touted his attorney general accomplishments as reasons for his hiring, like leading a multi-state investigation into Bank of America, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, Morgan Stanley, and Wells Fargo for ESG-related investment practices. So at least they did add in there how he got the job. At the end of the day, he got in there by kissing a lot of PC ass, and he does it proudly. And he may not tell you out of his own mouth, but he will definitely show you with his own actions. This guy, in my opinion, has a lifetime spot in the Bed Bucking Hall of Shame. Like, he gets the nice infinity symbol, because I have a feeling that he's going to probably have another entry or maybe another couple before this year is out. Remember, we are just in the month of January, and I'm recording this on the 4th day of 2024. This guy is a complete and utter snake. It's no wonder he gets into certain positions that he's in, because he's a good little pet. Yes, I called him a pet. I can't even bring myself to call this person a human being after what he did with Breonna Taylor's case back in 2020. Every black person in Kentucky should be giving this man the side eye, but I believe that they are, which is probably one of the major reasons why he lost. He was probably banking on that PC vote to get him over the hump. Even his own constituents tried to tell him that, yeah, we don't really like Democrats that much, but you're probably not going to have a good edge on this guy. Also, remember, I talked about him, ironically, in another Bed Bucking video that I did on him over the summer, when he was going to try to campaign on a well-known white supremacist radio show, and his people had to pull him back. I think that was another way, or another reason why, excuse me, that he lost. Like, this guy really thinks he's one of them. He really thinks he's in. He doesn't realize that he is nothing more than the diversity hire for this position. Again, I've never heard of this 1792 exchange. Someone down in the comments can let me know, or if Kid Gravity, if you're out there listening, maybe you can let me know, because this sounds like this might be in your area of expertise, or maybe Rob over at Blacklight Revelations may know. It almost sounds like one of them think tanks. To me, that's what it sounds like. But when you heard how it was described, and they said that word woke, and we know the bastardized version of the meaning of that word, that tells you all you need to know right there. He may be the quote unquote CEO of this company, but he is not really doing much of anything over there. So basically, it just sounds like it's going to be another job for him to get paid hand over fist to probably not do a damn thing. And if I have any subscribers out there who live in Kentucky, please let me know what it was like living in that state, if you still live there, or, you know, whatever the case may be, with him as the attorney general. Did he actually do anything besides what we know he did not do? We know he didn't do what he was supposed to do when it came to Breonna Taylor. But outside of that, did he do any work? Like, did he do anything that was supposed to be beneficial to the people of Kentucky as with his role as the attorney general? Something just tells me he most likely didn't.